Addressing taboos and misunderstanding around sexual education starts with the civil service, including teachers. Head of Secretariat of the Malaysia Women and Girls Forum, Tehmina Kaoosji, says this is because they are in charge of shaping society's approach towards the topic.
To any gender-sensitized initiatives, including comprehensive sexuality education, the sensitization and acceptance has to begin with the civil service itself. So you begin with that step one. So civil service also, of course, naturally includes your teachers, who will be the ones involved in disseminating and teaching components of comprehensive sexuality education. And the fact remains that while not entirely comprehensive, we do already have components of sexual education within the Malaysian syllabus. The resistance actually has been historically, and even in more recent times, all the way from 2018 onwards, when the Ministry of Women was discussing this more actively as a strategy to address, in particular, unintended teenage pregnancies, and also looking at the knock-on effects of child marriages around the country, that in fact, we have to overcome and properly address and increase awareness amongst teachers themselves about, getting over perhaps their own biases about teaching CSE to students. We also see this in the medical sector, such as even an issue which is as integral to women's health as Pap smears. Malaysia is actually a world pioneer in something called as the Project Rose, which is a self-conducted HPV testing, because of the fact that there's so much resistance psychologically, socially, and socio-culturally to women having to go to a doctor and request for a Pap smear. So there are many sociocultural barriers, but it's all about, I think, being a lot more strategic. And particularly when it comes to CSE, a fantastic place to start with, first and foremost, is much more targeted and awareness as well as education programs for the teachers themselves.